Fever must sign enforcer to protect Caitlin Clark from players who hit her, says former NBA All-Star. Clark has taken some hard fouls that have frustrated fans. The Indiana Fever are heading to the WNBA playoffs for the first time since 2016, and the first time in the Caitlin Clark era. The 22-year-old rookie has rewritten sections of the league's record books over the last month, all while making the Fever one of the highest temperature teams in the WNBA. Indiana currently holds a top 6 seed in the playoffs. Clark's supporting cast of Aaliyah Boston, Nalissa Smith and Kelsey Mitchell are all playing some of the best basketball of their careers during the recent stretch as well. However, a former NBA All-Star claims the team is not yet complete and there is a critical missing piece. Many of the newest fans Clark has brought to the WNBA have been highly critical of several flagrant fouls and other questionable hits that have been committed against her this year. In 4 games against the rival Chicago Sky alone, Clark has been hit by 3 different players on 3 different flagrant foul calls that drew visceral backlash from fans on social media. Clark has avoided major injuries and hasn't let the hits prevent her from playing like an MVP candidate. But according to former NBA All-Star Joakim Noah, the team should still look to address the issue in the offseason by signing a player who can dish the punishment back against opponents who are too physical with Clark. If I was the owner of the Indiana Fever, I would get a real enforcer in there to protect her. Noah told Fox News Digital during an interview at NBA Night in the Emirates Suite at the US Open in New York on Wednesday. Noah acknowledged that Clark may be getting hit by opposing players because they are aware of the talent she brings as a difference maker on the court. Sometimes I feel like she is getting hit because she is a very talented person, he said. But at the end of the day, we're in the business of winning games. So if I'm the owner of the Indiana Fever, I'm getting a real enforcer in there. Many new and longtime WNBA fans have been highly critical of opponents who attack Clark. Sky rookie Angel Reese, who struck Clark in the head with her arm while trying to block a pass during a game on June 16, opened up about attacks from Clark fans dating back to their college careers during her podcast on Thursday. Fellow Sky player Diamond DeShields committed a flagrant 1 foul against Clark, knocking the rookie to the floor in a game on August 30, then posted the hate comments she got on Instagram. However, Noah believes that the physical treatment Clark has received has been great for the WNBA. I think it's great, Noah said when specifically asked about the fouls that have occurred against Chicago. I think it's all entertainment. ESPN broadcaster Holly Rowe issued a similar sentiment to Noah's in an interview with Fox News Digital last month. I think it's good for the game, Rowe said. I kind of love it because it is supposed to be salty. That's why it's competitive. That's why it's sports. But even with the entertainment value that come with the hits, Noah insists the Fever should address the issue by getting an enforcer-type player as soon as they can. It's a role that he himself is very familiar with. When Noah was a second-year player for the Chicago Bulls in 2008, the team used their first overall pick on star point guard Derrick Rose. Like Clark, Rose was an ascendant rookie who stunned the league with his talent and was often given rough treatment by opposing veterans. He was knocked to the floor dozens of times, especially on trips to the basket. Noah, as one of Rose's longtime teammates on the Bulls, and when the duo joined the Knicks in 2016, would often come to the defense of his teammate. But Noah has also been on the other end of physical play against transcendent talents. Noah, as the team's defensive anchor at center, progressively became one of Chicago's most confrontational players, particularly when playing against superstar LeBron James. During his tenure with the Bulls, Noah played in 21 playoff games against James' Cleveland Cavaliers and Miami Heat teams, and became infamous for committing fouls and often getting up and yelling in James' face. Many altercations required referees to intervene and separate the 2 players.